I just got cracked by one of the sickest coolers I've ever seen, and I busted immediately after sitting down. The wild part? This wasn't even supposed to be a poker trip. So let's get into it. I had to travel for a work conference to a city you might have heard of, Las Vegas. I've been here what feels like a million times, but every time I come, it still feels like the first. It's a short flight from the Sacramento airport, take off, get my ginger ale, and we're already landing. I'm here to represent my company at a conference and get my continual legal education credits I need every year to maintain my law license. So, it's off to the world famous Bellagio. Check in, test out the bed, then team drinks and dinner. This trip's a little different. I got my parents to drive up from Arizona to stay in the room and have a little vacation while I'm at the conference. My parents have spent their whole lives showing up for me, supporting me in everything I do. From my professional paintball career, law school, and now with poker. So I figured, why not bring them along and let them have a few days in Vegas on me while I handled work. On the third day of the trip, and after a long day of lectures, my dad and I got some one-on-one time. We did a workout, got some dinner. At dinner, he says to me, "Why don't you go play some poker? Your mom and I will be fine without you. Text us when you make the final table." How can I say no? So I ran over to the Wynn and bought into a $300K guaranteed hold'em event. You see, poker and I fall into our old rhythm like Clyde Frazier and Pearl Monroe. But after a few ill-timed bluffs and losing some flips, I take some big hits as we approach the bubble. Unfortunately, no matter how hard I battle, I lose the war. I wish I could tell you that I fought the good fight, but I busted in 23rd. I took a nice walk around the Wynn, met up with some coworkers before calling it a night. The conference had come to an end. After finishing a networking event, I met up with my parents by the pool, and then it was off to the Venetian. Like the Wynn, this is a gorgeous property, and this was my first look at their new poker room. I couldn't film in there, so I had no hand footage, but trust me when I say what happened next still haunts me. It was my first hand after sitting down and getting my chips. Middle position opens, and I defend my big blind with Jack 10 suited. We both have the exact same starting stack, and this is a bounty event. Flop comes Jack, Jack 10. I smash the flop. I check and flow, and my opponent says two magical words. All in. A some 100-ish big blind open rip. I cannot get my chips in the middle fast enough. When the cards are on their backs, I have this guy crushed as a 99.7% favorite. Then, a king comes on the turn. The river? A king. Runner, better full house. Even though this is a small buy-in tournament, losing like that makes my stomach drop. So I met up with my parents to drink my sorrows away and end the trip on a sour note. Poker-wise, this trip was rough. Busted 2 tournaments, one on the soft bubble and the other in the very first hand. But that's not what this trip was about. It was about getting to show my parents what I do for a living. Attorney by day, poker pro by night. More importantly, I got to give my parents a few days in Vegas as a thank you for always, and I mean always, being there for me. And that part of the trip was worth every penny. But mama didn't raise no quitter. I get home, change up the clothes in my bag, call my parents who just got home, tell them, grab my brother and his friend, head straight back to Las Vegas. We have unfinished business. So I get us another room at the Bellagio, meet up with the family, and go right back to work. Okay, finding a place to do some recording. First break in the 250K, above starting stack, 40,000 to 42,000. 3 hands of note, folding black aces to a diamond flop. I just knew he flopped it. Another was getting a sick bluff through with 5-3. And then right now going into break, lost a big one where a guy rivered a straight to my 2-pair. And I paid him off on the river. But right now, things are going good. We've lost, I don't even know how many people are in the tournament. I'll have to find out, but a few hundred are in the tournament. There's still,
I think this is the second break of the entire up so far, and I late regged, so nothing really to write home about. Have a little above starting stack and ready to get back in there and keep battling. It's really nice to be back in the Wynn playing here. Wish me luck.
Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for the extra run good here, and I'm going to count to 3. I'm going to pause the video, give you a chance to do this. You ready? 1, 2, 3. It looks like no one pressed the like and subscribe button because we busted immediately from that tournament, got some dinner with the family, recovered in the room, and ran over to Resorts World to max late reg another event.
14 left in this Resorts World 60K mystery bounty. It's really late, and I'm really tired, and I've been traveling all day. But, final 9 bags, so to go to day 2. Hopefully we can get there.
And get there we do. I'm able to squeeze my way into a day 2 at Resorts World after holding in a few key spots. We bag up, and I return as one of the shortest stacks in day 2. That is, until I spin up a massive stack and even grab a bounty in the process before finishing in 13th place, which means it's time to change my flight again. I end up playing poker for almost 36 hours straight. Let's recap. Immediately fly back to Las Vegas. Play at the Wynn. Bust. Run over to Resorts World. Bag for day 2. Play cash through the night until the next morning for my day 2 start. Run deep. Then late register at the Aria, where I would go on to final table and finish 6th at 4 a.m. the next day. I even got my brother and his friend in the mix. This is definitely one of my most wild poker experiences. And honestly, though a bit extreme, it was kind of cool to show my little brother what it takes if you want to be great at something you do. If you like this kind of vlog, let me know in the comments down below. I'll have a vlog coming out soon to recap my recent WSOP stat. Until then, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the felt.